Sire, the astrologer Balthazar.
Balthazar. No, come. Wine?
You're very gracious, Your Majesty. I'd rather not. I wonder, what can you tell me of the new king?
King?
Of the Jews, yes. What news of him?
King of the Jews? Am I missing something? Did you not come here to see the King of the Jews? Are you not looking at Herod, King of the Jews?
Of course.
Then who is claiming to be king?
No one. He's not born yet. It is a prophecy, heralded by the star. Surely your scribes have received the revelation.
Stars, prophecies. Interrupt my meal for this. Please, if you don't mind.
God up and God rising, and God is always shining. Welcome to Chemistry Realignment, and we are on Sankofa's time. Ashe. Was there a physical, live, breathing, historical Jesus underlying the plagiarized gospel Christ? Yes. Having shown the most eligible candidates in history, just a few from the beginning of this video, I feel that there was a major incarnation of the Christ and Christ consciousness, which I've been privileged to being. Ancestors of the real people, Australian Aborigines, recorded him. A certain book, or books I respect, speaks of him in many ways that aligns with the African and cosmic truths. People's past life regressions sometimes reveal contact with this Christ. Very little, if any, historical information from albinos can be trusted, especially if it deals vitally with African people of color. And when they got a hold of the printing press, they rewrote, rewritten everything, misdirecting, miseducating, polluting the truth about Christ. I feel that there was a major incarnation of the Christ consciousness, knowing and proving the truth that this vibration can be felt. You have read or heard about something and immediately have a feeling about it. You later come across information which confirms what you intuitively felt. I once read in metaphysical books that at the beginning of each age, there is an incarnation of the Christ consciousness. I immediately felt a ring of truth to this. It seems that humanity can shake off this concept of a deific super being or energy. Cyclically comes, bringing great positive upliftment to the world. They can't shake it off, because it is deeply rooted in cosmic truth despite all the distortions around it. Lord of the Eon was a title of a Tsar. Ancestors of the real people, Australian Aborigines, recorded him. A white sister named Marlo Morgan documents her incredible story in her incredible book, Mutant Message. The book has a profound message from the real people to the mutants, albinos, for many mutants, according to the Aborigines, are on the verge of becoming real people at last. Reminds me of AI. Actually, the book has an inspiring message for all people who read it. Morgan was the first mutant in history to go on a walkabout with the 60+ real people. She was privileged to witness their historical records on stone walls. These records stretch back eons, at least 50,000 years. Like their ancient African ancestors, the real people have a profound connection with nature and the cosmos. They are natural healers, telepaths, artists, etc. The real people have recorded all the significant events of global history. The fact that they documented the incarnation of the Christ one points to a live, breathing, historical person, belying or covered up by the plagiarized account of the gospel Christ. I trust their historical records over that of the usually distorted Orthodox albino records. A certain book I respect speaks of him in a way that aligns with the African and cosmic truths. Ancient holy books around the world, including the Bible, all speak of extraterrestrial beings, ETs, that ancient Africans and all the ancient world cultures have recorded. Commonplace contact with ETs according to the information in Bringers of the Dawn, which the author borrower, Marciniak, received from off-planet beings, Pleiadians, which I've been privileged to also meet. A major incarnation of the Christ did occur around the time of the gospel Jesus. He was a stunning success, box office hit. He was massively well received. In fact, he was a universally well accepted and making such vast progress in steering the world into balance and healing that the negative forces had to do something to stop, reverse, and derail this, else lose their stronghold upon humanity. No, they did not kill or crucify him. They did not kill or crucify the Christ. They couldn't anyway. They had not the power to do so, for the Christ was much too powerful and popular. Instead, they sabotaged and usurped his teachings, replacing it with counterfeit bastard teachings, Christianity, Judaism, etc. They also countered the true Christ reality by inserting a three-dimensional hologram movies of false reality into Palestine or Palestine. Their 3D hologram movie portrayed the opposite, lies, in other words, about the true reality of the Christ, falsely depicting him rejected by the world and later crucified, when in reality, the true reality, neither of these occurred. If this sounds incredible, read the books for yourself before judging and learn how massively you and everyone are deceived on all levels. People's past life regressions sometimes reveal contact with the Christ. When people are regressed into their past lifetimes, they sometimes discover they had a past life during Christ's human presence on earth, and their path crossed Christ's path, according to readings by psychics such as Edgar Cayce. Very little, if any, historical information from albinos can be trusted, especially if it deals with vitally black African people. Given the background of albinos in distorting, falsifying, sabotaging, and reversing the African truth, I do not trust their references, especially their religious and historical references. The false Jews, Habaru, Hebrews did not record their Messiah as ever having come. The real Jews recognized from the beginning that their awaited Messiah came. The false pretender Jews naturally rejected the Christ one. The real Jews naturally embraced him. It was the Habaru story that got the press. The albinos' war against melanin and the things born of melanin is really a war against the principle of life. Thus, the great mother, Ma'at, the holy black dove, and the true loving God, whether they are called Habarus, Romans, Greeks, Arabs, or Europeans, they are consistent in their historical denigration and overthrow of the African cosmic truth. Know this, the African truth is not ethnic, it is cosmic, universal. This is why it has had and is still having such a vast impact upon humanity. The Christ one represented this cosmic truth. Is it any wonder that we have little or no historical references to him or them? Look at how well the Khazars, the imposter European Jews, have erased their historical tracks so well that the Khazars are hardly known, let alone taught about in schools. I believe the African people did record the Christ one, and these records are within us. Having knowledge itself, which is the same as seeking ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Ashe.